Hey guys, it's Abby here. We were sent a RN55 digital radon monitor from Life Basis. The box did not come damaged. Like this, I just struggle a little bit to open boxes. That's on me. This did come in 2 boxes, and inside the white box, the radon monitor was also packed inside a white cover slip. I just didn't put that back in there from the first time I opened this to look at it. It also comes with a manual, and the manual is in 2 languages. The one language is English, and on the other side it is in Dutch. So it also has a plastic screen protector on the front, which you can take off at any time. On the back there is the battery cover. When I took the battery cover off, I realized that it does not come with any batteries, so we will take a battery break. I will find some batteries that it requires. The batteries it asks for is 3 AAA alkaline batteries. So while I put these in there, I'll give you some dimensions on this radon monitor. It's about 4.7 inches tall and 2.7 inches long, and it's about 1 inch wide. So it's not very big, and that makes it good because it is portable. You can take it around to multiple rooms that you want to test, and I think that's nice because it's a good size. So we can put that battery cover back on now that our batteries are in, and when I turned it over, you see that it starts to say cal for calibration, and it's going to count up to a minimum of 50 is what it says in our user instruction manual. And it says it should take under 30 seconds to do that. Okay, so mine stopped at 63, and I guess that's where it calibrated to. So once it did that, we see that the screen is flashing. That tells us that it is ready. That's what the manual tells us, that it's ready to start monitoring. I want us to talk a little bit about what the long-term average represents and what short-term average represents. So long-term average is going to represent the average radon value for your ongoing measurement, and that's going to be up to 1 year. And your long-term average gets updated one time every 24 hours. What does your short-term average represent? So your short-term average is alternating between showing the radon value over the last 1 day. It's going to update hourly. And over the last 7 days, it's going to update once every 24 hours. The long-term average is used to identify any potential health risk, and the short-term average is used primarily to see the effect of measures to reduce the radon level, for example, by increasing ventilation. So the long-term is really going to tell you how much radon there is and how much at a health risk are you. The short-term average is going to be able to help you identify ways that you possibly can use ventilation in your home, opening doors, windows to move the radon to other areas or push it out and lower the measurement of radon in your home or rooms, areas, office, whatever. Alright, so we flipped it over, and I'm looking at the back here now. We already saw that this is where the batteries go, but then above it we see 2 buttons. One on the left says reset, and one on the right says mode. And with the reset button, that is how you're going to be able to take new measurements if you move to another room, another house, another office, wherever. But do remember that when you press the reset button, this is going to wipe away all data that you have already received, taken from another place. So write that data down if that's something that you want to keep, because the mobile radon monitor is not going to hold on to that, okay? Alright, and so the mode button is going to give us information on the number of measurement days since the instrument was first started, or from the last time it was reset and started measuring something new. When you push the mode button on the front, it is going to display for about 20 seconds the information for that. And It's recommended to keep the radon monitor on all the time so it can constantly monitor. And if you're wondering what the circle of dots are under that battery cover, that's the radon sensor actually. So probably don't want to keep that covered up or anything. It talks about not getting the monitor wet or too hot anywhere. Yeah, so it's going to take us a little bit of some time and some hours to actually get a measurement on here, and so we will come back with that. Another thing I wanted to add real quick that I just realized is that right above that battery cover, you see that there's a little hole that's able to hang on to a hook or a screw or something, so you can leave your monitor up on a wall, which I think is awesome. So cool. Alright, and so this is coming back after I have left the radon monitor for the whole weekend in my office. And the EPA recommends that the radon level be under 4.0. That's about the amount of having 100 chest x-rays. And normally hospitals only recommend or allow people to have 4 chest x-rays in a single year. Okay, and the World Health Organization recommends that it has about like a 2.5 or a 3 radon level. So in my office, it's looking pretty good that it's at a 1.43 and a 0.83, right? A 1 is equal to about 2.5 cigarettes a day, right? So if this gives us any sort of indication of what these levels are recommending for us. So that's what I found in my office. And these indicate how we can ventilate the area, or what we expect to find the amount of radon if we are looking to buy an office, buying a home, any sort of place that we want to measure if it has a high level of radon in it. Okay, so it was interesting to test this out in my office, and I do recommend that you get this monitor. It's very easy to use, very easy to set up, easy to understand in the manual. So I really like this life-based radon monitor. Alrighty, that was my review on it. We hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you'd like more helpful videos, you can go to youtube.com/bchtechnologies. You can visit us at bchtechnologies.com, or you can visit us locally here in Greensboro, North Carolina.